So I didn't know what the hell was going on. It was March 2nd. I was in Miami doing my last live date. And I remember flying home. There was a guy on the aisle, and he had like his glasses on, a mask on, gloves on, a hood. I was like, this guy's crazy, right? And then a couple weeks later, everybody was scared to death, right? And we went into a lockdown, and I got scared too because I have underlying health conditions. So they scared the shit out of me about it. And right. I was wiping down everything. I wouldn't even go to a grocery store. I was getting everything delivered. And then when it got there, I would wipe it down. So I was fully 100% petrified of getting it.
I spoke to Dr. Anthony Fauci about the Pfizer boosters. Is there any reason not to get a booster at this point?
Not at all, Lester. I think if ever there was a reason and an underscoring of the importance of getting a booster, it's now. It's very clear from the data that although you can get some protection, likely from severe disease from the two-shot mRNA, the booster raises up that level to the point where you can feel reasonably comfortable that most people will be very well protected.
You are bullish, and you have been bullish on boosters, yet here we sit, 2 doses now. It's considered fully vaccinated. Are there conversations underway right now to change the recommendation?
This is something that's on the table, that's being discussed. I don't see it happening immediately, but I think as time goes by and we learn more about the importance of this with regard to the new variant, I think you'll be seeing at least a consideration of this.
Do you think we're headed in that direction, though, making that new recommendation?
I believe so, Lester. I can't say for sure, and I don't want to have any promises for people, but at least it's being seriously discussed.
Right.
Droid DNA augmentation initiated. Neural speeds increasing to 4G LTE. Brain upgrading to a quad-core processor. Predictive intelligence with Google Now complete.
Introducing Droid DNA by HTC. It's not an upgrade to your phone, it's an upgrade to yourself.
Can you hear me now? Good.
We ask the same question over and over.
You can see why they are panicking in a certain way and saying, oh my gosh, we have to come up with the narrative that people will like for all of this. We have to sell them on all of our newfangled solutions. And it has to have a great story. Otherwise, people will see it for what it is.
What exactly is the meaning of misinformation? The Cambridge Dictionary states that it is wrong information or information intended to deceive. So you have to establish that there are incorrect statements and or the promoter is trying to deceive others.
And when you see those messages, remember that unless you hear it from us, it is not the truth.
Now, how in the world does a politician like Jacinda Ardern increase their net worth not 3.1%, not 31%, not even 310%, but 3,100% in the time they've been in office?
What was the net worth of Jacinda Ardern when she first took office? It was about $800,000. Do you know her net worth now reportedly is $25 million? They say it's gone up by 3,100%. Not 3.1%, not 31%, not 310%, 3,100%. Wonder how Jacinda's making all of her money.
Well, let's talk about the controversial thing, the vaccine. Who's not going to take the vaccine because they think it might be dangerous? Raise your hands. Now take that hand and slap yourself in the fucking face. The spread of COVID was directly linked to how dense the population is, and some of the population really quite fucking dense.
And no, his joke isn't just a tiny bit I picked out of a 3-hour routine. And I don't doubt that Carr had funnier bits elsewhere. But this is the bit that Carr and Netflix have chosen as the main promotional vehicle for the entire show. They first posted the clip last week, didn't do so well. They then posted it again a few days ago, now it's trending. YouTube search Jimmy Carr, his most offensive joke ever. I say search it because if I put a clip of it in this video, they ban it. The joke is about mosquitoes, Africans, and a certain immunodeficiency infection that was really bad in the 80s.